everyone. How are you all doing today? So it's been an interesting couple days. I actually ordered some new scuba gear, not just myself. Also one of a couple of my dive buddies from our group, the Octopus. We all ordered, well, not all, but a few of us ordered some scuba gear. One or two people ordered other items as well, and I handled some of well, it went through the shipping company that I was using. So, you know, the item would have been gone through the customs process where it would be cleared and, you know, processed for taxing and so on. And I actually collected the box this morning. So here it is, and guess what? Today we're going to do a nice little unboxing. I'll let you know up front, some of the items I would not be unboxing that are in the box. I'm telling you that now. Reason being, all these items in the box are not mine. But what I will be unboxing are my items. So, here we go. Hope you enjoy. Okay, so we're about to get started. I hope you like the theme song. I've been using it for a little while. And I just thought I'll take this opportunity to very briefly mention the J9 Perspective. The J9 Perspective is it's a YouTube page. It's run by the musician that I hired to do my theme music, and she is absolutely fantastic. And I think that she can do a wide range of different tasks in terms of her musical scope and what she's truly capable of. She's amazing. You need to go check out her page. She also does a little bit of animation and some short cartoons from time to time. But please check it out. In fact, I'll link it below in the description here. So definitely check that out. So check it out and let me know what you think. And also, do me a favor and just hit the like button. Just tap it real quick. Thanks. All right, so this is the box. We have the box. Let me grab the scissors. And the back. Yep, so I have the scissors. I have the box. Some of the tape is already torn, and the reason why is because part of the process when you bring in any goods into the country would be that the government would have its a division of the government called Customs. The Customs Division, who is a part of the Ministry of Finance, they would have to assess the value of the items that come in and ensure that the proper taxes and so on are paid. Not a lot of people like having to go through these processes. The reality is it's a necessary evil. I wouldn't even say a necessary evil. It's a necessity, and just sometimes we wish it'd be a little bit less. But you know, here we are. I have the box. Time to open it up. All right. Let's see what we have in here. Oh yes, bubble wrap. All right. So, okay. Wow. Excellent. Is this mine? What is this? Okay, so these aren't my fins. Those fins belong to my buddy Jalan. These are mine. Oh, I have to take these out. Oh, lovely. Okay, here we go. Oh, wow. My own fins. This is something. So this is the Aqualung Storm. It's made out of it's a single piece of monoprene, and Aqualung designed this fin so that it could be worn without a bootie. But some people would still wear one based on the fit, and also like for myself, I purchased a pair of dive socks to use with this particular fin. It's light. It's definitely a travel friendly fin. How I came across this fin, I was looking at one from Scuba Pro, the Go Travel, and there's also the Go Sport, and they were both good options. I was looking at them, and then around the same time, well, not the same time, a little while after, you know, seeing those, this one came onto the market, and I saw some of the reviews. One in particular from a YouTube channel, one of my favorite YouTube channels for scuba related items, Divers Ready. James from Divers Ready, he highly recommended these, and he tested them out, and he was quite sold on them. So I figured, you know what, I trust his opinion on fins for sure, and a few other things too. So I decided to go with these. Aqualung Storm. Now, one of the benefits with this fin is it's very light. which means that it's definitely going to be travel friendly. Another benefit is that it's not too long. All right, it's not too long, so it should be suitable for, let's say you have to go into a wreck and you don't want to have the longest fin possible inside the wreck, because it could be a problem. And also, maybe this might be a little bit easier, you might less likely to kick your buddies. Though I think if you're kicking your buddies with a longer fin, you probably would kick them with this one too. You know, probably. Just I can't wait to try these out though. Unfortunately, I can't try them out as yet because all our beaches are closed, and because of the weight of these fins, I can also use these fins if I wanted to go snorkeling. So, and this material, it's monoprene. It's not something that I hear about. I heard about often before getting into scuba diving, but it seems to be something that was. It feels like something synthetic that they did specifically for some of the scuba gear and I guess other marine uses. I'll definitely need to do some more research into monoprene and what else it can be used for. Of course, I will be trying these on. I'll post some pictures at some point. My goodness, these are so cool. I feel so happy. Yes. Put those down. Oh, funny thing with regards to scuba fins, they don't have a left or a right. So, you know, you can never make that mistake. So there are another pair of fins in here, but those aren't mine, but they are really awesome fins. Really awesome. All right, so this is my, wow. Okay. Oh my goodness. Whoa. Woo. So I also bought my regulator. Okay, try not to be very gentle with this. So my regulator that I purchased, I went with the Aqualung Core Supreme first stage and second stage. Here we go. So the Aqualung line of regulators, they have a few options from the Calypso to the I can't remember the one right after the Calypso, but after that one, I think hold on, it's I can't remember the name of it. But anyway, after the Calypso, there's another one, and then there's the Core, and then it goes up to like the Micron and the Core are more or less on the same level, and then there's the Legend, which is the king of the hill. It's in a league of its own. So the reason I went with this particular one, the Core Supreme, is it's a balance regulator, and yes, you can dive with an unbalanced regulator, but for safety purposes, many instructors with a lot of experience will recommend using a balanced regulator. And what that basically means is that you get the same flow of oxygen, as long as there's oxygen in your tank, of course, regardless of your depth, because the pressure will change. So with an unbalanced regulator, the flow of oxygen, and it gets a little bit harder to breathe, to get that air in as you start to go deeper. With an overbalanced regulator, those do exist, you can adjust it so that you get actually more air when you go down at depth. But balance should be fine. Now the Aqualung Micron is similar to this one, but it's a little bit smaller for people who have like a smaller mouth and so on. But that one doesn't have the Venturi valve. That's because it's more made for people who not just have like a smaller mouth, but they might be better at managing their breathing and so on. I breathe like a Humvee, just so my use of air is something I will be working on. Now the Core Supreme, not only is it balanced, but it's environmentally sealed, so it's better for use in both warm and cooler waters. And I would like to dive in cooler waters eventually. Given the current global situation, that's probably not going to happen right away, but sooner or later it will, right? So yeah. Now, the Octo that I wanted to get was supposed to be the ABS Octo, but that one was out of stock. Now, you can get an Octo that matches your first stage. I didn't. I wanted to get the one that was, it had it's a little unique design, and the reason I like that one is because there's no wrong way to give it to the person. It's always gonna be fine when you give it, when you donate in. But it was back ordered on Aqualung. Given how things are right now, I didn't want to wait too long. I just remembered. The Titan is the other one. The Titan is just below the core, by the way. Right? It's not, it's balanced, but it's not suitable for cooler waters. Now the Octo that I went with is actually the Octo that goes with the Titan, and that's how the name just came back to me. You know, it doesn't matter if your Octo isn't an exact match for your first stage, your second stage, sorry. And then I got my gauges. All right, so if we look at the gauges here, we have you can see how much air we have left, PSI, and also we see we have a depth gauge. On the back here, this is an area where I will eventually be adding a compass. Of course, until I get the compass, this area here could actually be used as like a slate. Yeah, a slate. I can take a pencil and put notes on this when I'm underwater. My handwriting is horrendous though, so I probably won't do that. I would write notes and maybe I would read it. If I write a note and I show it to my dive buddy, they're going to have to invent new hand signals to tell me what they think about what I put down. But this is awesome. Wow. I am so happy about this. And you know what? I have something else to show you guys. It's not in this box. I'll need to step out and get it, but you know what? Let me just go get it. I'm just gonna give this a little. So the other thing that I purchased, it wasn't part of this particular order. I got it a little while back. It's actually a regulator bag. So I will be putting my regulator in this bag. Of course, it's you know, you have to. I'll be going to do another video on proper gear storage and so on. So we'll get into more details about that sooner or later. But this is the regulator bag I will be using for my rig. Let's see what else is in this bag. All right. This is not mine. This is not mine. Not mine either. This. Okay, so these look like my manuals. Yeah, these are my manuals here for the regulator. Yeah. So in this box here, we have one of my dive buddies, Shari. We have her newest toy. Not gonna get into too much details to reveal. Oh, I'm just gonna say it. It's a pretty awesome camera. It's a really awesome camera. So I'm looking forward to when she starts using her camera, and you know, she's gonna be using it for work. So I think it's definitely gonna level up her work experience. In this box, there's a mask, a wetsuit, a pair of fins, some accessories for the camera. Is there anything else? Oh, yeah. Oh, so this one isn't mine either, but I wanted to show you all this because I think it's something that could be pretty useful. So this is an external storage drive. It's not an external hard drive though. It's an external SSD enclosure. So this one here is the adapter. What is it? Adapter, e-data. It's this. So what this is an enclosure where you can put not just a hard drive, a 2.5 inch hard drive. You can also put an SSD as well. I would recommend using SSDs. SSDs last a lot longer and they access the information, they read and write faster than regular hard drives. The reason they last longer as well is because they have less moving parts. It's kind of like a flash drive, and remember with a hard drive is like a lot of spinning disk and so on. So the manner in which a computer would access information and put information on it could affect, it could be kind of slow things down if you're not using an SSD. And then you can probably see how the enclosure works here. So basically you open it up, you insert the SSD or the hard drive, and you know, you can start using it right after. Probably install some basic drivers, which you know, these days drivers are everywhere for all software and hardware. And that's it. I don't want to. Oh, there's something else here. What is this? Okay, this is something for the camera. So I'll leave that there. And yeah, that's it for me. Not gonna do too much else. I'm gonna just sit down and check out my new gear. I am a little bit excited. One thing I forgot to mention though with the Core Supreme, it comes with this little lip guard area thing here. This is something that you could technically buy a lip guard for, or just about any regulator second stage. I just like the idea of getting it, right off the bat with the one that I want. Of course, I probably should have mentioned, but like how regulators work, for those of you who may not be familiar, the front here, you can press it down there, and that's so that you can purge. And then over here, you can adjust to ensure that, you're comfortable with the kind of airflow that you're getting. Yeah, and, this is going to be in my mouth, and it's something that it's going to cost a little bit of extra money than a lot of the other equipment. But this is one of the things that you do not try to save too much money on. If you can afford a good one, like when I say good, they're all pretty good now, given how the engineering has been over the years. But if you can afford one of the higher end ones, I would say more often than not go for it, unless you are quite comfortable using what you were using before. For me personally, this is my first regulator that I am owning. Prior to this, I used a Titan and a Legend during my my open water diving certification, and this being in the middle, it just felt like the right one for me. It has, okay, so wow, I'm so happy about this, by the way. Do I have anything else to show you guys? No, maybe I do. Let's see. There's supposed to be something here. Oh, yes. So this here, it's a signal mirror, and signal mirror is pretty useful. It's something, it's not going to take up a lot of space. I would recommend that divers do hold on, get one of these. Sometimes when you surface, you're not sure, based on where you're diving, you're not sure how far you would surface. Sorry, just burped. I apologize for that. You're not sure how far you might surface, from the boat that you went down on, so it's good to have something like this where you can try to signal the diver. It has a little plastic coating over it. I've not removed it yet because I just got it last week, this week, I don't know, but recently. So I don't want to take it out as yet. I forgot to mention as well that this regulator that I have here, this is in the DIN variant. And regulators could be, some would be DIN, some would be, yeah. So just had a small mishap there. While I was talking, the phone started to ring and it stopped recording. I don't think I lost any footage, but I was saying the regulator is a DIN regulator, and based on where there are different types of valves for connecting to the tank. In addition to DIN, there's also yoke, and one of the things to keep in mind is that based on where you dive in, you might have access to different tanks with different valves. And as a result of that, and also the fact that getting items in stock was a bit of a challenge for me, I went with the DIN, and I also got this here. It's an XS Scuba A-clamp adapter. So this would allow me to use this DIN regulator with a standard yoke connection. So I think I'm pretty much set as far as regulators go. Wow, I have scuba gear now. Wow, I just need to get my BCD. I got stuff now. I feel happy. I feel so happy. So hey, anyhow, thanks a lot for joining me. This was a bit of a longer video. I will be doing some more things in the future to, shed some light on how these items perform when I use them. I didn't really prepare a lot of stuff before this particular video, and it's because I was really excited. I just went in and started to talk, and I hope everything was clear, and thanks for sticking through and watching the entire thing. For the 3 or 4 of you that stayed to the end, hey, thanks. I do appreciate it. Like I always say, I do this for fun. And I do this because I also think that it's a good idea to encourage people in my region, in the Caribbean. So I got another call there. It's one of my friends who's coming to collect their gear. So I'll just, say like, thank you for joining me, and I hope you enjoy the content. I like encouraging people from my region to get into the water more often. So I hope you all have a lovely day. And if this inspires you to do some diving, hey, that's great. And I hope you do it in a safe manner. If it doesn't, at least you maybe would have picked up some knowledge about it. And oh, don't forget to follow the J9 Perspective. Really good stuff on that channel. They did the theme song, the intro, and the outro. They're both kind of similar, you may have noticed. Anyhow, thanks for joining me. Goodbye. Have a lovely weekend. Peace, folks. I'm gonna go try on my fins now.